A person has to hold on to opposites almost at all time. To explain, a person should do their best to do what they have to do what they want to do in life what they believe to do is right, and not to be a lazy, what's called a shlemazel, a laid back, loser, poor guy. But a person should be energetic and positive and determined to do. But you're doing on condition that you're not having any expectations. In other words, your joy and your feeling of accomplishment comes from your investment and your preparation in doing and being able to do what you want to do. In other words, your ratzon, your yearning and desire to do. But accomplishments, expectations, that's whatever Hashem wants. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part of getting up in the morning on time, of being a responsible husband, father, a good person, doing my chores, doing my errands, doing my job. I'm doing and wanting to do what I'm supposed to do. Now, if things work out or not, that's not my business. That's not my problem. Even if nothing comes out, I know that I did what I was supposed to do, to stand up the way I was supposed to stand up to my rights and to my view and everything. I did my part for the sake of what I know is to being the truth, and then whatever is the outcome, that's Hashem's business. That's Hashem's problem, quote unquote, and it's not my concern. And when a person does things without any expectations, he can always be happy, because he's not looking at the results in order to be happy. Rather, he's looking at what he invested in, what he did, and that's what Hashem is looking for. Hashem is looking for the yearning and the good intention, the good kavana of the person in doing what he's trying to do. The Midrash brings a story that there was a Roman wealthy Gentile who made a big ball, a big feast for whatever reason, and he had marble tables there and fancy food and everything, and he invited a certain Jew to come to this festive meal, and one tiny thing wasn't right in the food that was prepared, and the Roman wealthy man got so angry, he picked up one of the marble tables that belonged to him, of course, and he smashed it. And the Jew was shocked. He said, why are you doing that? What's his behavior? He said like this: you Jews have this world and the world to come. So if things are not so working out in this world, at least you have the world to come, which is your main goal. But all we have is this world. So if things don't work out perfectly, then of course I'm upset. And the Midrash brings this point out to show that this is an attitude for all those who believe in the world to come, especially the Jewish people, but even the righteous of the nations, Noachites, etc., people who are affiliated with the world to come, also believe in it, that our goal is not this world. Expectations in this world, that's up to Hashem, how Hashem wants things to work out. My job is to do and to put my effort in doing and to know that this is what Hashem wants of me, doing the right thing. And then whatever comes out, I'm happy with it. I'll accept, because I know I did what I was supposed to do. With this attitude, you won't have feelings of guilt. You won't have feelings of depression, of nervousness. Nothing will bother you, because you're not looking at the expectations. You're looking at what you invested in it, and whatever I expect on the scale of 1 to 10, whatever happens, I expect a 5. Ideally, I should expect 8, 9, 10. But even if it doesn't work out the way I wanted to, I will be happy. Why? Because I'm not even looking at that. I'm looking at grinding the mill, producing, and Hashem will decide as He sees fit with what I do, how it turns out. With this attitude, a person can always be happy, because he'll value what he's putting into everything. And even when he can't do the little bit that he is trying to do, he values. I at least want to do this, want to do that, an effort. They say about Rav Shmuel Shapira, an elder of the Breslov community in the previous generation, who before he passed away, at 60-something or 70-something, he was sick for 13 years with Parkinson's disease. And it really disabled him, that he couldn't move like he wanted to until he was glued to a wheelchair. He couldn't even move his neck and everything. And he had somebody come to take him every Friday to go to the mikveh, to take him in honor of Shabbat to go bathe in the mikveh. So he reached a point where he was so sick of the Parkinson's disease that he couldn't even turn his head anymore and move. Normally the person would be able to come and lift him up slowly and walk with him very slowly, wheelchair, and bring him into a car and then take him to the mikveh. Towards the very end, even that he couldn't do. So one of those Fridays, towards the very end, he asked his wife, tell me, is Itcha here? Itcha Bear. That was the name of the guy who used to come to pick him up. Is Itcha Bear here? So she looked at her husband, why are you asking? You're not going to the mikveh. You're not going to why are you asking? And with his Parkinson's disease, that he couldn't move, he told his wife, at least I can do my part in asking. Okay, I can't go, but at least I can do my part in asking. I don't know if he's coming or not. At least I do my part in asking. The idea is we should never know, God forbid, for that situation. These are tzaddikim who are able to handle those type of diseases, God forbid. Lo alechem, lo aleinu, lo alaf echad. But the idea is to be happy in doing, and the yearning and whatever is manageable, whatever is within reach. This is what Hashem wants, and to just let go when it comes to the expectations, to take everything with simcha and joy. It's easier said than done, obviously, but this, if you want to say in the bottom line, it sums up to relating to a person's ego, a person's haughtiness. The haughtiness of a person is what does not allow him to be happy without any expectations. It's the haughtiness that wants a person expectations. It's all or nothing. If it doesn't work out, you're a loser, you're nobody, you got nowhere. That's the ego talking. And a person to break the ego with the attitude, it's just Hashem. I'm letting go. Hashem, whatever Hashem wants. I'm mevatel my ratzon to the ratzon of Hashem. I'm nullifying my will to the will of Hashem. What He wants, I will do whatever I can do. But at the end of the day, it's how He guides the world. It's how He guides my life. It's how He guides everything.